Good afternoon, Fantasy Bay. Mike Williams here with another Week 16 game preview. And today we're going to be going over the Rams versus 49ers. Let's get it started. The over and under for this game is 45 points. The spread is 6.5. 49ers. So we're going to start with the Rams because if you just look at the scores, you think that the Rams had an okay game last week. Oh, Jared Goff, 21 fantasy points. Oh, not bad. No. Played terrible. It was absolutely awful. They were getting their butts kicked until the fourth quarter in garbage time when Cooper Kupp got his only touchdown and Jared Goff got his 2 touchdowns. So throughout the first 3 quarters when the game actually mattered, they were just getting shellacked and Jared Goff looked like hot garbage. And then at the very end, he got some points. Yes, I know garbage time matters. And they would definitely have some garbage time in this 49ers game. But 49ers defense is much better than Dallas' defense. And I don't see Jared Goff having a good game, so we're not playing him. So moving forward. Cooper Kupp, Matthew Berry's little Cooper Kupp, man, did not do very well last week until the fourth quarter when my man got a touchdown about 40 yards. He went 6 for 6. I'm not blaming Cooper Kupp. I just don't think that Cooper Kupp is on the field as much as he used to because they're running the ball more. I have him as a low-end wide receiver 2. Brandon Cooks I have as not playable essentially. And Robert Woods I have as a middle-tier wide receiver 2. I like Robert Woods. I like the attention that he's been getting. The targets have been outrageous. 9, 18, 9, and 9. I think you fire him up because he's going to get the targets. And if he gets the targets, he's talented enough to do something with them. Todd Gurley. I think that Todd Gurley's been pretty darn consistent. So I think you fire Todd Gurley up as a running back too. Even going against the 49ers, who are a very good defense against the running back, but still firing him up. Tyler Higbee has been outrageously amazing for the last month. But Gerald Everett possibly could be playing in this game. I would watch out for that. If Gerald Everett does play, I would temper my expectations for Tyler Higbee, even though he has been outrageous these last couple games. 8 targets, 11 targets, 14 targets. My goodness gracious, that's a lot of targets for a tight end. Gosh, and in the last 3 games, 107 yards, 116, 111. Man, over 100 yards in the last 3 games, and we're going to possibly bench him in the championship. Oh, it's going to hurt. But watch the report for Everett. If Everett doesn't play, I think he remains like a top 5 play. He's outrageous. Not playing the Rams defense, and everybody's playing Greg Zuerlein. All right, let's go over to the 49ers. Jimmy GQ, Mr. Handsome himself. He is an up and down player. Like, by definition. 4 weeks ago, 22 fantasy points. 3 weeks ago, 11 fantasy points. 35 fantasy points. 14 fantasy points. So following the trend, he should have an up week. And I'm not really afraid of the Rams. They have been pretty mid-tier against the quarterback position in the last 5 games. Over the season, they've been pretty decent, but in the last 5, they ranked 13th, so that doesn't really scare me. And Jimmy G has the requisite tools to get the job done. Emmanuel Sanders and Deebo Samuel both had terrible games last week, so I think they should have a bounce back. One of them is going to get possibly shadowed by Jalen Ramsey. I'm hearing that it's Emmanuel Sanders that's going to get shadowed, but there's a possibility that Jalen Ramsey moves around the field, but he's normally a shadow corner. And the Rams recently have been middle of the pack against the wide receiver. Again, they've been decent on the year, but over the last 5 weeks, they've been meh. So I think that Emmanuel Sanders and Deebo Samuel should be flex plays. They both should be pretty solid. Not the wide receiver 2s that we had projected them to be last week, but I do think that they should have a solid game. All right, let's get to the running back position. What looks like one of the messier backfields, but it looks like Rahim Mostert's pretty much dominated the touches as of recently. 14 last week, and Tevin Coleman had 4. Matt Breida had 4 and 2 fumbles. I think one actually counted because the other one was recovered by the same team. But still, Matt Breida's not planting his flag, so I don't think that he's going to get too many more touches. And Tevin Coleman's not been involved because Rahim Mostert's been actually really, really good. So I think you fire up Mostert as a running back too. I think he's going to have a great week. When you attack the Rams, you attack them on the ground. And in the last 5 games, they allow the fourth most points to the running back position. And on the year, they're middle of the pack at best. So if you're going to beat them, you're going to run on them. So I think that Rahim Mostert's going to have a good game. And I am willing to start the 49ers defense because I don't trust the Rams. All right, that's going to do it. If you have any questions, hit me up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out my social media down below. And good luck this week. Peace.